welcome to another video, and in this video I'm going to be breaking down the advanced targeting strategy that I use whenever I'm testing a new audience, I'm horizontally scaling, an older audience has stopped performing, etc, etc. So as we can see here, I first tested the campaign testing the UK and US with skincare and celebrities, and I generated a whole bunch of sales, but unfortunately we actually have a frequency of 1.98 because the UK is a significantly smaller audience, and this made our revenue drop. So we were generating consistent revenue with this ad campaign, it was going well, and then just like normal, just like clockwork, the ad fatigued, and now it's at a 1.98 frequency, meaning that everyone in the audience has seen the ad 1.98 times. So round it up, that's pretty much everyone seeing it twice. However, I know for a fact that these creatives are working, 11 sales, 6 sales, decent results. Now, obviously, we know that the data that's reported here is incorrect. However, we can make safe decisions to know that, oh, okay, cool, like the majority of sales are coming from here and the majority of sales are coming from these creatives. So what I did is I literally just duplicated this into this campaign here, and then I changed up the interests. So I literally, that simple, right? So change up the interests, and now instead of targeting black celebrities and skincare, I targeted like interests that women are interested in. So like hair care and makeup and beauty. So mainly makeup and beauty, and then that's what I've made this test out to be. And then I've used the same creatives and I've added a new creative into the mix. So now I'm testing a new creative against a new audience, using what worked before. So I'm going to use the same budget, and then we're going to run that, and then yeah, we're going to see how that performs. If it brings in amazing results, great. If it doesn't, then rinse and repeat the process and do it again with a new audience. We have a client that I've done this for. So what this test does is that it tests so many different audience categories that I've created over the long term. We can see here we have a 33 return on investment here. This one's generated $17,000. We've got an interest test here where I tested sports, and then I tested hair care. In this one, I used a lookalike audience and so on and so forth. As you can see here, not all of them were at a 2x return on investment. The majority of them flopped. So like literally straight up, like this one lost money, this one lost money, this one lost money, this one lost money, etc, etc, etc. However, for the ones that have popped off, we're averaging a 2.18 return on investment. So we spent $78,000 and we've made back $172,000. So it's very important that you understand and that you remember to keep your audiences within the same category. You don't want to test just one audience, because the way that you want to see audiences with targeting is that one audience on its own is like a twig. When you have a twig, and obviously a twig is really thin, there's not that much twig, there's not that much wood in a twig, and then if you try and snap it, it will snap really easily. And essentially that is what happens when you only test one audience. There's not that many people in there, it's not that strong, and then when you have iOS 14.5 applying stress to the twig, it's not going to be a really effective piece of wood because there's only one of it. But if you have a category, if you have a bunch of twigs, if you have a bunch of individual interests that make up a category of women who care about skincare, now that twig has turned into a branch. Or when you have a whole bunch of twigs like bundled together and you try and snap them, it's going to be a lot difficult. Some of them will snap, but breaking through the entire bundle is going to be extremely difficult, because now you've reinforced the twigs, creating a makeshift log. And that's what you want to do. You want to bundle your interests together dependent on the categories of who it is that you're trying to find, and name those categories so that you test this name set, and then you determine the results. And then once this one fatigues and it slows down, you test a new category with a whole bunch of new twigs, different twigs, okay? And then you just rinse and repeat that process. And now, okay, cool, this one I'm turning this one on, and this one I'm going to leave this one off, but this one I'm going to turn this one back on. I'm going to test this one. Make sure that you have triple L for this as well, because now you have a reason to have triple L, because you need to know where all these conversions are coming from and it needs to be accurate. And now you're able to really, really stack up these these twigs and these branches, really stack them up and be able to run them simultaneously to get results just like how I showed you. Turn off what isn't performing or what's underperforming and losing money, and leave on what is. Thank you so much for watching. Go ahead and apply this strategy and let me know if you need any help. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and see you in the next one.